Welcome to Chapter 14, Lesson 11. This is the problem-solving investigation for this chapter, or the green lesson. Okay, the strategy to learn is making a model. Maya has a square piece of paper. She folds it in half so that there are two triangle-shaped parts. She folds it in half again so there are four triangle-shaped parts. When she unfolds the paper, how many right angles are shown? All right, well, what facts do we know? So step one, understand. Well, Maya folds a piece of paper in half how many times? Well, let's see. She folds it in half, so that's one time. Half again, so I would say two times. Okay, then we also know, what do you need to find? We need to find the number of right angles when the paper is unfolded. Okay, so you could try to sort this out by drawing it, but, it kind of gets complicated in that way. So what we're going to do is, for our strategy, we're going to make a model to find the answer. So down here they have the instructions for you, or you can try to figure it out from reading this. But I have a piece of paper that's a square. Okay, I just used like a Post-it note. So if you have something like that at home, you can do it with me. You can pause the video and get something square. Okay, so fold the paper. So folding it. Because it says she folds it in half, so there are two triangles. So I know that it's not going to be folded this way because that wouldn't make a triangle, that would make a rectangle. Okay. She folds it in half again, so we're going to use triangle and fold the triangle in half again. Crease it. It's just like the instructions here. And then it says she folds it, so there are four triangle-shaped parts. When she unfolds the paper, how many right triangles are there? So let's make sure we have the four. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's four triangles. When I unfold it, there's four triangles. Okay. Now, the question is how many right angles? So I have a second paper that I've already drawn the lines in for, but that's just to help us see. Okay, well, if I think about a square, I already know that a square has a right angle at the edges. Remember, this is our right angle sign. And down here. Down here. So of course there's four right angles. That's just standard. A square, four right angles. But because of the folds we've made, we've created new right angles. And if I'm looking at this, I see that these are two perpendicular line segments. So they're meeting at 90-degree angles. See how it's nice and flat? So on the inside, I see here's a right angle, here's a right angle, here's a right angle, and here's a right angle. So that's four more. So total, I have 8 right angles. Yes. Right answer. Sense. Because I created a model. Okay. All right. Flipping over to the back. Practice the strategy. Sam has a card that is a quadrilateral. All sides are equal. One of the angle measures 60 degrees. Which quadrilateral is Sam's card? So understand, what facts do I know? I know that it's a quadrilateral. I know that all sides are equal. And one of the angle measures 60 degrees. So it has a 60-degree angle, and this symbol means angle. So it has a 60-degree angle. Okay, what do I need to find? Which quadrilateral is Sam's card? That's what I need to find. Which quadrilateral is Sam's card? All right, now my plan. Well, what should we do to sort this? There's a lot of ways. I'm going to draw and go through the quadrilateral list. For me, I just think, okay, I know what the five quadrilaterals are. I'll just go through the list and see what fits. Okay, so I don't have to draw perfect quadrilaterals, but I'm going to think, okay, I have a trapezoid, that's one. And I know that a trapezoid can look like this, or it could look like this, because it has parallel sides, but that's all. Okay, it could also be a parallelogram. Which kind of looks like that. It has opposite sides parallel, opposite sides equal. Okay, I also have a rhombus, which is like a square, but it's leaning over. But opposite sides are equal and opposite sides are parallel. And then I have a square. Square. All right. Square. So, and a rectangle. I knew I was missing one. The square, of course, has 90 degrees. All sides equal. And then a rectangle. Opposite sides parallel. Opposite sides equal. All right. So I know my options. Now, Sam has a card that's quadrilateral. We see up here that it has all sides equal. So all sides equal gets rid of trapezoid, gets rid of parallelogram. Well, it could be a parallelogram, but, it could be. Let's leave that one still open. It can't be it could be a rectangle, but a more specific name would be rhombus or square. Okay. Parallelogram wouldn't be the best name for it, though, so we'll get rid of that. Okay, rhombus or square. Well, a square has to have all 90-degree angles, so that can't be a square then because it has 60 degrees. Remember we said it had 60-degree angles. So I would guess then that it would leave us with rhombus because a rhombus, let's say it was 4 centimeters across, and it would have to be that same 4 centimeters across And it would have to also be the same 4 centimeters this way and this way. But it could be 60 degrees. Yeah, sure. If this is 60 degrees and this is 60 degrees, that would leave us with an obtuse angle here. And we know it has to be 180 degrees because if it was a square, 360 degrees, because if it was a square, it would have 90 and 90 and 90 and 90, and 90 times 4 equals 360. So it would have to be 360 total, but that would leave this angle being, well, 120, right? Because this would be 120, and this could easily be 120 degrees. So I'm feeling very confident that it's a rhombus because, again, all sides are equal. That makes it either being a square or a rhombus, and we know it's a 60-degree angle, so it can't be a square, so that leaves us with rhombus. Does my answer make sense? Yes, my answer because I reviewed the properties of quadrilaterals. So in the coming lessons, you have to draw models and you have to use your reason and your thoughts and your brain power to figure these things out. All right, let's draw, what should we draw today? Let's draw some crystals that are like growing out of the ground, sparkly, shining, maybe like a geode or some form of geometric crystals coming out of some rocks. And maybe there's like a sparkly geode cave and a stream. I find crystals super fascinating. And maybe there's like a stalactite coming down from the top of the cave. Some crystals shining and sparkling there. Maybe a little river stream going through the cave. Like a light tunnel with light streaming in the cave wall. All right. I hope you have a great evening, and I will see you in class.